Hi guys, this is Jessica Williamson here, and I'm at the NewFilmmakers Los Angeles Film Festival at the world-famous Sunset Gower Studios. Today, thanks to MovieMaker magazine, I'm going to be presenting you with some of the most talented up-and-coming filmmakers hitting the 2009 festival circuit. So let's go check it out. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Do you want to give us a brief summary of your film?
Breast Pump and Blender is short, and it was inspired by after I had my baby, and I had a crazy nanny who wanted to name the baby and kill the dog. At first I thought, like, oh my God, I'm having these feelings and thoughts. That's what postpartum's about. The fact that I had these feelings about this lady, that I didn't want her near the baby, that something wasn't right. And then she sat down at dinner and she was like, if the dog's coming back, then I have to leave. She said, well, he's a vessel for evil and could kill the baby. You know?
I'm gonna go crash the Stone show tonight. I'm here at the Dodger Stadium. And my lifetime dream is to sing with Mick Jagger, even if it's for a second. So I'm gonna jump on that stage during Satisfaction and sing with him. I can get no satisfaction. Hey, hey, hey.
It's called Crash Artists Beyond the Red Carpet. It's a feature documentary on Michael Minutoli, who's arguably the greatest Hollywood party crasher that ever lived. My family met him because my dad's a property manager, and Michael was the on-site manager at one of these apartment buildings. And my dad's a big film buff, and they ended up talking a lot. And so in high school, he took myself, my brother, and my dad to a couple of events. So when I graduated film school, they did this article on him, and I kind of got back in touch with him. So the movie is definitely lighthearted, and he's a very funny, charismatic guy, but it took a toll on his life.
My film is about a mother who would do anything for her daughters, who cares about her daughters very much and wants them to be taken care of at any price. One of her daughters is getting married, and they're traveling to a wedding celebration, which is this, huge festive blowout, and it's in a small town. So they sort of have to travel. Their plans kind of take a small turn when their purse ends up missing, and so the mother has to make some very hard decisions, and so does the daughter.
You will find friends in Brazil, those in the pre-existence with whom you made a covenant to teach the true gospel of everlasting life.
It's called Out of the Holes of the Rocks, and it's a 10-minute piece about a young Mormon girl, a steadfast Mormon girl, and her boyfriend who's about to leave on a mission. And he's expressing doubts that he doesn't want to go, and so she comes up with a way to make it so that he does spend those 2 years on that mission.
I feel like vampires really hate something like garlic, bright, and close. That I got an idea for this one. How can I twist for his whole vampire thing, like old movie. Old movie always vampires bite beautiful girl, right? And that's it. That I'm gonna twist the another story that vampire wants to bite beauty blood, but something happened that his vampires disappear. That I really want to do that. That I think about that. How about teeth? A tooth. That tooth brighter and then make a laser beam. That his vampires disappear.
What I'm dealing with now has nothing to do with the past. What I'm dealing with now is a heaven based solely around creation, where everyone has a godlike ability.
What was your vision when you made this film?
The vision was to make something really bright with a lot of color, at least towards the end of the film, but something that, like everyone's been saying these days, something that no one has ever seen before. The original film, you were supposed to see all 5 heavens. In the film, you don't. You just see kind of a progression, a quick progression of them being created in space, almost like cave paintings. What we wanted to do was start off with not a lot of color and then kind of progress, and as the film goes through these utopias, it just kind of starts to almost catch on fire. And that's why in The Last Heaven, the colors are so saturated, and the very last shot, it literally is on fire.
What obstacles did you face shooting this one?
In the beginning, we used a button cam that didn't end up working actually for like technical reasons, and it was just a mess, so we decided to kind of scrap that idea. And we basically, to not worry about a lot of the legal issues, we ended up just kind of staying on public streets and tried to get him like sneaking indoors or, you know, going through fences and stuff like that.
I had picked someone else to play the role of the mother, and she was fine, but then she kind of just dropped out at the end, so I had to look for someone else. And then my friend recommended Fatima to play the role, but she told me, you know, she can't read and she can't write. So basically she had her daughter read it to her every night until she memorized all her lines. When I handed her the script, you know, she's like, okay, I'll figure it out, and she did.
Well, one big one was, it was like 9 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday, and we were just getting our first shot out, and all of a sudden I saw some guy walking with a clipboard, and I was like, who's that? And they're like, look how paranoid she is. She's getting all paranoid. It was the Beverly Hills Police, and they were surrounding the house and insisting that we stop because we didn't have a permit.
Since we couldn't film the first 5 heavens, we just showed them as simple cave paintings, and as they progress, the people, or they're almost looking like aliens in the beginning, they start to look like people, which I hope eased the audience in to actually, you know, relate to the actual people that were in the 6th heaven.
What was it like collaborating with somebody on film?
I definitely think there's huge power in collaboration, having a partner, especially like a writing partner. You know, you can, they can see through things that you can't. So, and it goes both ways. So yeah, I definitely think having a partner is extremely important. At least a very engaged editor.
And what was your experience like screening at NewFilmmakers?
Yesterday was really awesome. Everyone just loved my film. That is totally marvelous. Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Honestly, this film is first screening is NewFilmmaker in LA.
It was a really great experience. I enjoyed the small, intimate theater. It seemed to have a really nice crowd, and it was fun. I mean, it wasn't the longest Q&A, but it was a nice, intimate setting to talk about your film. Especially meeting the other filmmakers was a really good experience. I mean, I hope to see their work again, because I was very inspired by what the other directors were doing.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to check us out next month as NewFilmmakers Los Angeles and MovieMaker magazine partner up to bring you the best emerging filmmakers from all around the world.
Take one.